Good evening, everyone. This is Samuel Lombardo, the Executive Director and CEO of SL Models and Talent Agency LLC, Lines Publishing and Productions LLC, Suave Dance Studios LLC, as well as the Executive Director for our nonprofit V Smart, which is vocational school of artists, models, and radiant talent. And we have also just started our new program, which is Glorious Singers and Artist Gala. So there is a whole lot of good news that I want to bring to your attention today. The purpose of this video, it will be shorter than most of the videos that I have. Some new updates. ArtistGala.com is up and it is running. The payment pool is not secured yet, but the site is there, and you can actually register for Artist Gala on the website, and it'll take you to another secured website for our online competition rendition of it. But we are getting ready and getting geared up for Community Stars registrants. What that means is that we will be doing a 6-month program. It's usually a year program, and it is normally about $9,500 per term. It includes all the labs, practicum, showcases, everything, including the Artist Gala, as well as one other showcase to another particular showcase that I'll bring up on another video. I'm just waiting for the collaboration and what we're going to do with that. But definitely for Artist Gala, because Artist Gala is the next step. Yeah, you're probably wondering how many steps are there in the industry. Well, Artist Gala is basically the extension of the pro model. What that means is that, you have beginners and then you have the emerging ones. The emerging ones are usually, some folks call their pro models the emerging models. Others would call them pro models because of like actually being in the district of what they do. But there are terms, conditions, and regulations that Artist Gala specifically sets in stone for agencies. And we also have rules and regulations dealing with mother agencies versus other agencies, and how those agreements need to be panned out and all that, but that's not the purpose of this video. So in any case, Artist Gala is happening, and our first convention is already going to be booked tentatively for Sunday, January 3rd, 2022. And it most likely will end up being in Miami, because we want to try to keep the warm spots in the winter and then the cold spots in the summer. Our next one will be in the summer, which would be in June, and the one in January is going to be a 14-day convention. The one in June will be a 21-day convention, and that there are regulations that they must follow as well as being passed, meaning there will be judges at their actual showcase at the agency, at the sub-agency, or at the registered agency, where the judges from Artist Gala will actually come in to see if they're even worth the time to come to Artist Gala without actually anything. And they will, and some of the policy with that is that the artist and or model must pass with a 90% or above in order to join. So there are a lot of regulations getting into Artist Gala. Now, if you want to be the first few that come and want to audition, or excuse me, not audition, but compete and whatnot, right now is the time to do it. We will always end up doing the online competition, but there's more to that as well, because our online competition is actually going to be more or less the offsetting of grants and scholarships for students when they come to the convention. So what's happening is we're going to be putting a whole year worth of community stars into 6 months. And every 6 months, the goal is, and we will have it precisely during that time. So it will be from, like, say, June through January, well, through December, and then January through June. And then the last part of it is to successfully pass the Artist Gala competition, and then also there is the very strong possibility of being signed by other agencies. Now, yes, it is true, SL Models and Talent Agency LLC is the sponsor for Artist Gala, but I thought that it would be very interesting, to say the least, is that we have this opportunity. We are bringing in opportunity for fine artists as well. That includes anyone that is jewelry creators. They may create sculptures. They may paint, draw, whatever the case may be, but they have to be original pieces of art. And then there are producers, or should I say up-and-coming producers, where they want to showcase some videos or screenplays or whatnot. So we have that availability as well. So these are a little bit more and a lot more restrictive. We will be a closed convention, and that we can only invite agencies, subagents and subagents and agencies, registered agencies, to actually join the membership pool. Now, the registered membered agencies, there will be 10 per state that will be within a 50 to 100 mile radius. And basically what will happen with that is we would end up giving them all the guidelines that they would need for community stars. We could either create the syllabus for them, but we would also like if they are able to do it, as long as it's within the guidelines. And what we have is a staff member that will come out to report back to us that these agencies were able to adjust to that. Also, the agency would also need to have proof of them being able to conduct this on a 6 month to 6 month basis, meaning that it's not going to take away from, say, some other staff member coming to Artist Gala with their artists, or that they may need someone from Artist Gala to bring those trained artists into the convention. So we have two options there as well. And the subagents will be as many as they want, but they have to fit within the guidelines as well. And basically what they would be doing is they could set up new student orientations. They could also be part of the plan for education purposes, whether it's online and or face-to-face. But they could also hold the showcases there as well. But we only need 5 to 10 within a 50 to 100 mile radius per state membered agencies that can bring in. But subagents would also have to become a member as well, but their membership will be slightly different as a sub-agency versus a membered agency or a registered agency. And then we have our signatories. Our signatories are clientele, or they could be agency signatories. Agency signatories have a little bit more leeway. Clientele come anyway as we actually mail out, and we also do emails of private invitations. Now, signatory agencies are agencies such as, and I'm just throwing this out as an example, agencies like IMG, Ford, or like national agencies. They would be agency signatories, meaning that they know the guidelines between the union as well as, because Artist Gala is really set up to actually coincide with the union. Everything is set up in stone. We are a nonprofit, which means that the more sponsorships, the more donations that we would be getting, and etc., will actually help the process in actually getting grants, tuition aid grants, and scholarships to community stars. So that, yes, it's been a very long day. So if you see me here where I'm saying excuse me and I'm yawning, it's because it is a long day, and after this video I am really going to be relaxing. So where I'm at with that is that our signatory agencies would be agencies that either work with the union or have union related contracts or something to that sort. Okay, just like SL Models and Talent Agency LLC, we have union related contracts, which means that even though we might not be union per se or a signatory franchisee or whatnot of the union right at this moment, we do have contracts that actually respect what the guidelines are of the union. Does that make sense? So if you have questions about that, you can always shoot them down below there at the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer them, either in another video or I can answer them directly to you. The registration for online competition are for people. Now we're going to invite all agencies to bring their artists out to actually compete. So that's going to be the process this time, meaning between now and the next 4 months, we want to have everyone nationally and internationally actually sign up for as many competitions as they want. It is the most inexpensive way to be recognized by any other person in the process while also being entered in to be one of the top singers, actors, fine artists, within the artist gala. Now, that is everything that I needed to tell you, and the prices range between 125 and $175 per submission, depending on what it is. Most of them are 125. So I'm just saying, if you were to, and actually you wouldn't be able to do that, because our restrictions is really, you can only pick 3 divisions, and you're only allowed to submit up to 2 times. And the 2 times that you can submit, you cannot use the same submission 2 times. So it would have to be a separate subcategory. Like, in other words, in the music one, tune-up awareness competition, if you run a band, but you're also a singer, then do your submission requests for the singer, but then do a separate submission showcasing the band. Okay? That way, then there will be no confusion. We are looking at seeing a very, very good turnout. And even if we had to extend the original competition a little bit longer, we will. We have time. I mean, for the most part, I'm already telling actual agencies about what Artist Gala is doing at this point and how to bring it out. And as long as they are saying that they are on board, then I am going to go ahead and even ask if they want to sponsor it, or if they even want to help, like give me what it is that you want me to advertise about your agency, or about your competitors or whatnot, because I think it is really going to be a fun thing. Now, that's on Artist Gala. Moving on, the live red carpet masquerade ball and expo is Sunday, August 15th, 2021, and that's at the Convention Center, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and that would be at the DeVos Place. It's from, right now anyway, it's set up for 10 a.m. until 11 p.m. And we're going to have vendors there from 10 a.m. all the way until 10 p.m., of which we would like to have all exhibits and vendors out by 10 p.m. So we expect to have a huge turnout during the day, with also showcases of singing. We're going to also have like a mini concert series. There's going to be an award ceremony during the masquerade ball. It will be a live red carpet related. It will be hosted by a couple of pop singer. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, because before I was actually trying to figure out something, but with all the showcasing that's going on and talent and everything, I don't think that the concert is really going to be like, we may have like a mini concert series, but I don't think that's going to be fit in. That was one of the things I was trying to figure out. So what I'm going to be doing is actually paying a VIP related package to these pop artists. I need to get with their managers, and I'm also going to give them a little bit of award for showing up for the hosting part, because they will be speaking, and there will be autographs and things like that. But it's not going to be like a full-blown concert. So I'm basically going to be inviting them, but at the same time, beyond that, we are also going to be inviting other nominees. Now, obviously, they would have to pay for their ticket to show up and things like that. Kind of like what it was, like if you're going to the Oscars or whatnot, if you're an agency, right, and you're bringing your artist in or whatnot. I've done this even as an agency uh, that is actually signed up to go to the Grammys. I have to pay for their seating, whichever type of seating I want to have. So unless I'm actually invited as like a nominee, or if they have like the best, uh, yeah, the best um, talent manager or singer artist manager or something like that award, then maybe I could be a nominee. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, like, who knows? That might actually be a thing. Um, but like, I still would have to like do what I need to do unless I was actually invited. So that's where we are at. So there are guests. They would have to, we have all of our ticket sales and everything, and the link will be dropped below. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. You're gonna see the links to Artist Gala. You're gonna see the links to to uh, to the Masquerade Ball, everything, as well as, instead of that weird like myupload.096.com, SLMTA-agency.com now works. So our website is up and running. In the meantime, I'm just slowly making the tweaks to make sure that things are falling in the realm of BBB regulations. Um, I do plan very soon to become a member agency of another agency, and that brings me to these other topics. So SLMTA are going to be working with different online studios, face-to-face studios, radio station. So we're not quite ready for the television thing quite yet, but we are going to be doing online broadcasts as well as podcasts soon. And I'll let you know more about that. And we're going to have our own platform. We're also going to have our own platform for new artists that will actually have a voting poll on it. That I'm going to bring all of the new artists that have like music that they're recording or whatnot. That's where you're going to hear that. And there's going to be a small minimum fee of $5 per month to subscribe when I get it set up. And you can hear pretty much all of the new music that is being designed or demos being created or what have you. And then you could vote on them, and I will let the public do the voting. That will actually help determine what you guys actually see. Well, what the next artist is going to be. And then I'm pretty sure after we figure that out, record labels and whatnot will actually be willing to want to work and get some of these artists signed. Why? Because that is the biggest thing, is a lot of people are wondering, well, is this artist really going to sell? Well, if 1.5 million people like one artist and only 2 people like another, then we got to figure out what's up with the two that like that particular artist, but what is wrong with those who are not voting? So we have a survey, we have a voting poll, and then we're going to have it's a whole subscription thing. So you guys actually become the ear. So we're going to have our own online subscription, radio, all that. It's going to be awesome. I've already figured out the platform and everything, and when it is set up, you guys will be the first to know. Because it is, I think it's going to be a big, big thing. And it's going to be very inexpensive, actually, to subscribe. Right now, we're looking at $5 per month because we actually think that for the most part, because you can do it with the app and you would be able to do it online. So work for any device. As soon as we figure out about a radio tower, then we'll figure out if there's any way that we can get a station that will do nothing but play new music from upcoming artists. Now, I'm not talking about the new music that a pro artist that plans to put out. I'm actually talking about an artist, an upcoming artist that is actually wanting to have his or her music being heard, or collaborators or what have you. So that's where we're at right now. We're trying to make sense of the whole thing, just like we were trying to make sense of the other particular situation. And then we'll go from there. We're trying very hard to get everything set up. Glorious Singers is also up. We're going to be doing glorioussingers.org. So glorioussingers.org will be the website for that, and you can register online once we do get that set up. And that is within the worship division of SL Models and Talent Agency LLC. But it will actually be conducted by me. And I'm going to be doing it via Zoom, but I will be conducting on Zoom with the music being played, so there will be like CDs and things like that. I'm thinking that the registration fee at one point was $250, and we're knocking it down because we did get a couple generous donations. So really and truly, I think what's going to happen is you're going to end up registering, and it will be the $75 registration fee because we want to know if you're actually going to be real about it. After the third week in, though, you would not be able to get your 50% fee back. We do have that availability to you, but you could only try it out for 3 weeks before you lose it completely. So it would be like $35 that you would get back if you no longer wanted to sing with the Glorious Singers. But instead of it being that way, we're going to charge later. Within 4 weeks of the program, we're going to be charging $50, and that's going to be for all of the music per se, covering the overhead or whatnot. So once we figure out if all the donations that we are needing do exceed our expectation, then it would just be the registration fee. But right now, that's where it is. Again, COVID-19 basically put a halt on that. So now I'm trying something totally different, and then we would have different concerts online. And then once we are released to be able to do programming, well, then we are going to that's where the fun part begins. Because um, most people that are telling me that they want to sign up are not going to be where I'm located, and I could be in Michigan one time and California another. It just really depends. So we are going to have to figure that part out with those who have joined. Um, but that is pretty much everything that I have. Um, if you have any questions about anything, please have them down below in the comment section, and I'll be glad to answer them in the next video or throughout the day. But I also want to bring one more thing up. I almost forgot. So with Cameo Models, Discover Me Showcase, I will actually be one of the agencies there. So what's going to happen is, because we are a member agency to Discover Me Showcase, it has been brought to my attention that it will be the same pricing as the Cameo Model membership, at least from what I understand. So, with that being said, if you have a talent and you are prepared, I want you to listen to this very, very closely. If you have a talent and you are ready to showcase it, then please let me know and I will register you in. It is $75 for the registration fee, okay? But in the process of getting you prepared, there will be 6 weeks of free training, correct, from yours truly, the best model coach, consultant in the industry, Renee Lacey, will be coaching you, and I believe it's on Sundays at 3 p.m. beginning October 4th. I will double check in those dates to find that out, but nevertheless, in order to be able to do those Zoom classes with Renee Lacey, we would need to know that you seriously are inclined to register. So you will be paying your registration fee to Discover Me Showcase. All right. And then we will get you set up for the classes. But you only have a limited time right now because October 4th is coming quick. So we have to get this done like instantly. Well, not instantly, but like before October 4th. Okay, we at the latest, I like to have cutoffs Friday 5 p.m. Okay, and what I am going to do is I am going to have a live events page on Eventbrite, and I am going to have SLMTA's business banking information of where you can make payment to SLMTA, so that way then we can then forward it over to Cameo Model, who will be in charge of the Discover Me Showcase. So again, the $75 is for that, and then there is a fee to compete. And because we are a member agency to Discover Me Showcase, we are actually being rewarded with 400 hours savings. So besides getting free training to actually showcase in front of other national agencies to be booked, we are also offering you 400 hour savings on the fee to compete. So it would be $275 to actually do the competition. And it's going to be a full day event, a dinner banquet, competitions, awards, scholarships, giveaways, everything will be happening. I will tell you more about that soon. There will be a video just specifically on that I want to dedicate. Also, follow me on Facebook, SL Models and Talent Agency LLC. Instagram, SLMTA_models. You can find me also on Instagram. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button as well if you like what you are hearing. Until next time, many blessings to you.